Welcome back! This time we tackle Sgurr na h-Ulaidh, the hidden peak of Glen Coe, examine its remarkable geology and enjoy the amazing views from its summit ridge. If you find yourself enjoying the show, feel free to like, subscribe and share, as this really helps the channel to grow, and that means more free content like this for you to enjoy. Sgurr na h-Ulaidh is a 990 metre Munro between Glen Coe and Appin that's often overlooked in favour of its more illustrious neighbours to the north. But it's just as dramatic as any other Glen Coe summit and a hugely rewarding peak in good visibility. While it can be reached from Invercarnan and Glen e12, the standard route is from Glen Coe, and parking is available at the visitor centre, from where a short walk south leads to the Glen Lake na m road. This is followed into the subsidiary glen, past the holiday lodges, to its picturesque elbow, where the path ascends beside the stream into a low V-shaped valley as it gains height. This leads to the junction cairn, from where the real legwork begins. A plethora of faint paths crisscross the hillside here, but our advice is to follow the left bank of the stream you come to early on the ascent, as the long slog up to the ridge crest of h-Ulaidh is testing enough without having to constantly check you're going the right way. From the high Bealach on the crest, the route leads up over Stopan Hunan before dropping around 100 metres to a broad Bealach with the Munro itself. A short, sharp and very steep section of easy handwork leads onto the summit ridge, which contains a nasty surprise immediately before the summit if you're not looking where you're going in bad visibility: the Vixen Gully that cleaves the summit cone in two. An easy clamber onto the summit block itself completes the climb, with an option to continue along the Cwrdd na Benya and descend its steep, rocky north face to Bealach, forming a horseshoe route. There is an easy but mildly exposed section here about 150 metres above the Bealach, known to some as the Bad Step, that has been known to cause consternation, so if you don't want any more excitement, simply return the way you came up. To be honest though, it's more of a naughty step than a bad step, and didn't cause me, an able but if there's exposure reluctant scrambler, any concern. Mountaineering is a life-endangering activity. Do not attempt any Munro without the right equipment and experience to overcome unforeseen challenges. Be prepared to navigate dangerous areas in low visibility using only compass bearings. Do not rely on there being a path to follow. Weather conditions on the mountains can change quickly and may differ greatly from those at ground level. If in doubt, go with a guide or experienced companion. In winter, the Munros are as serious as the Alps. Be bold, be safe. Yo, here we are again in Glen Coe, and unfortunately for the last time, we're here to do Sgurr na h-Ulaidh, the hidden peak of Glen Coe that lies at the end of Glen Lake na m, round the side of this fin of rock here, dividing it from the Fin Glen beside Btnambien. Gonna head along down here to about that barn there you can see down there, and that's when the track starts into Glen Lake na m. Now, in case you're wondering, that isn't Sgurr na h-Ulaidh. Sgurr na h-Ulaidh, as we say, is hidden, although if the cloud were higher you'd be able to see its summit just coming up out the clouds there, but yeah, that one up there is Binmil Callum, and just down there to its right is Bealach Fingal. So yeah, big fin in the Fane connotations there at the head of the Fin Glen. And this imposing peak here is h-Ulaidh, northernmost rampart of the Sgurr na h-Ulaidh massif. Well, just here you can see the turnoff to Glen Lake na m house, which those who've seen the Glen Coe films will know was McKeon's summer retreat. And it lies around the side of Muir here.
Here we are, emerging from the gated community that is the Glen houses. Quite possibly it might have actually been the site of the dwelling of MacIan of Glen Coe, of course, Alistair MacDonald. Not a bad backdrop, eh? As we enter the valley of Slab and Churn. Gonna keep going up into the wilds and find a nice camping spot. I've got a feeling there might be a pretty sweet one up there. Morning all. As you can see, June has arrived and with it the sunshine. You can see up there Sgurr na h-Ulaidh covered in the cloud. We're going to be reaching the summit via the eastern shoulder you can see up there. Let's head on up there. Well, up there you can see the Bealach between Sgurr and Huron and Sgurr na h-Ulaidh, which is still wreathed in the cloud it's creating, a cloud formation there occurring as all the moisture is baked out of the soil by the quite warm sunshine we've had already this morning. Beautiful view behind us. You can see a lone tree of its kind there below the gargantuan teeth of the ragged edge. Now, if you look in most guidebooks, Sgurr na h-Ulaidh will be translated as peak of the treasure or peak of the booty or peak of the stolen property, essentially is the gist of it. However, we've got to question that a little bit because given the plenitude of references around this area to Fingal and the Fane, which is Celtic mythology and Gaelic cycles of mythology, as you might know from Sgurr na m-Tianni, one of the cycles is called the Ulster or Ulaidh cycle. Now, I'm no linguistics expert, but I'm going to say that it's actually a reference to the ancient Irish kingdom of Ulaidh. I think it just fits a bit better, doesn't it? On the evidence, I would say that was its intended meaning in Gaelic, but hey, as I say, I'm not an expert. Something to ponder. Here we are about to enter the upper Glen Coe, and as you can see, it's a really idyllic little spot here where the stream was cut its way through, and you see all these boulders here from the old glaciers. But yeah, sun is shining on Stub and Huron. You can see the Bealach over there. And we're basically heading up that scree slope up there to the top of Stub and Huron, and then along the ridge, Sgurr na h-Ulaidh. Well, here we are making our way around these remnants of the glacial moraines, and you can see Sgurr na h-Ulaidh has appeared. It's hoof-like prominence up there, forming its summit. Well, we're just emerging out of that little V-shaped valley there, and our route has appeared. Basically up the side of here, then up by that glistening exposed rock section there, and up onto the Bialach, and up to Sgurr, over the ridge, nae bother. A lovely day, and getting some gorgeous rock formations down here in the Alt Namu. Well, here we are just approaching the turnoff, where there's a little cairn just there. You can see someone's just coming down towards it. An early bird has got the worm of Sgurr na h-Ulaidh, though hopefully we'll have better visibility because it was in cloud earlier. But yeah. Onward. Oh yeah, I remember this bit. Making our way up these little hillocks beside the stream here. It's about 400 metres odd of continuous ascent up to the Bialach at around 750 metres, I think it is, up there. You can see the descent route down there. It looks hairy. It's not bad, to be honest, as I recall anyway, if memory serves. And yeah, you snake your way back down here across the stream, and the path rejoins the approach path down there at the cairn. So yeah, we're getting some beautiful wildflowers up here. Rather shapely from this angle, isn't it? Quite nice. Riven straight down there, cleaved from that hoof, that cloven hoof, as you would say. I think that's enough metaphors now. Last time, of course, is I didn't see anything. As you can see from this photograph, that's what it was like up there, up on the ridge. And today we're getting a chance to appreciate the splendour of the hill, because it is rather shapely, as I say, from here, and often underrated or not even noticed because you can't see it from Glen Coe, at ground level at least. And yeah, it's really quiet as well. I've only seen two other people, one on his way up as I was leaving, and one on his way down that we saw just there at the cairn. So yeah, and it's a nice sunny Saturday, so the other Glen Coe Munros, of course, will be hoaching. And yeah, we're going to amble our way up here into the mountain. Onwards. Well, here we are on the mountainside proper. Just making our way up here in between these little streams. And won't be long until we're up on the Bealach and you can see a bit more of the ridge up there. It's not as craggy as it looks. It's pretty broad, simple. Likewise with that, the adjoining one. It's a bit of a steep pull up to Sgùrr up there, but we've faced far worse, eh? Oh my! Benaver there has appeared, both its peaks and the formidable looking schoolhouse ridge, which isn't actually as formidable as it looks. But yeah, smashing exposed rock strata there, as you can see. Well, here we are, finally, up on the Bealach, and we're up about 798 meters, so pretty much 800 meters. A high Bealach, and yeah, kind of shattered landscape of exposed granite and glacial erratics like this, deposited by the great ice rivers of old. Well, here we are up on the brow of the Bealach, and wawaweewa, check that out. The south face of Bityan Nambain and Stop Sgurr along there as well. Smash it, innit? You can see our route that we took up there. You can see the Bealach of Antsrone there, and up to that Sgurr montane section up there, Stop Sgurr, around the corrie of the west summit to the true summit you can see up there beside it. Getting fantastic views all around from up here, so yeah, gorgeous Bealach, 5 out of 5. Well, we're making our way up Stop Sgurr here, and the views are just getting more impressive the higher we go. You can see up there the grey corries. You can see the ring of stale Munros pointing out from behind Sgùrr and Stop Sgùrr up there. And wow, the full grandeur there of Bityan Nambain. Yeah, king of the glen. And we're getting treated to some beautiful examples of rock artwork here, nature wielding its creative arts, as you can see up there. What looks like layers of quartz zigzagging their way through that big boulder there. Okay, make that 4 people. There's 2 on the summit there. Getting the full extent of Benavir over there. Marvellous. Here we are, reaching the summit of Stop and Huron. And wowza! Yo, the views just keep coming, man. Spectacular. Yo. Name those peaks. Over here, you can see our objective and the final furlong, that ziggy-zaggy path which you can just about see there on its left flank. Let's admire the views, however, before we head over there from here, because I've got a feeling that Glen Etive Munros are going to look rather tasty. Beginning, of course, with the monstrous Ben Starav. Look at that! And the granites of Bentrilicon there, prime example of the Etive Pluton poking up. And Glen Etive here, Loch Etive down there, of course. The Cruachan Ridge, Niel Cornic, and yeah, wow, mega visibility all the way down to Crean Larrick Range. The Black Mount Hills, the Burchillia, and yeah, stunning, isn't it? Not bad. 960 meters, it's a Munro top. Don't ask me why it's not a Munro. Again, these things tend to be somewhat subjective. But yeah, for now, we're going to drop down maybe about 100 meters or so down to the Bialach here. And then we're going to zigzag our way up to the Munro. Let's do it. As you can see, these quartzite imbued stones here have highly reflective properties, and this is why Bentrilicon shines the way it does in the sunshine. Minuscule sparkly deposits combine to create a fairly shiny surface. Well, just down here you can see pass down at the Bialach and back up to Sgurr na h-Ulaidh, and it's really only about 120 meters descent and ascent at the most. So yeah, not too bad at all really. Let's smash it. Well, here we are in the Bealach, beside a little loch in here, and yeah, you can see the business end of the route. It's probably the crux section, it's fair to say, up there. But really not too formidable looking, is it? Well, here we are at the top of the zigzags. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. A bit of hand on rock, but nothing more than cwrdd natuurlijk of h-Ulaidh of more. And just over the brow here, hopefully, is going to be the summit ridge of Sgùrr. And here we are, the summit ridge itself. And, this pointy bit of jutting out crag down there, as you can see. Yeah, that was pretty short and sweet ascent up there, not too bad at all. As I say, hand on rock a couple of times, but if that kind of ascent traumatizes you, well, you know, you got to question why you're on the mountains in the first place. Really fairly straightforward there. It's a hop, skip and a jump up here. Of course, in winter time, I know you'll be sick of hearing me say this, but in winter time this is a different kettle of fish altogether. That ascent up there is very serious, but as it is for now, this summit ridge looks pretty unrecognisable, given that it was all white last time I was here. Yeah, you can see the summit up there, the riven peak of Sgùrr. Looking down there into Glen Coe, our ascent route. Over there we can see Stop and Huron in front of Bitian Nambien, the king of the Glen Coe Munros. Absolutely stunning views all around. I'm sure they'll be even better at the top, but yeah, what a fantastic Munro. Off the beaten track, as they say in Glen Coe, but yeah, we're certainly reaping the dividends of that today. Very quiet hill on a very sunny Saturday. The other Glen Coe peaks will be very busy today. I know this because I've seen the procession going up Bitian Nambien, but yeah, today's the day for it, right? Over there, in between Glash Vinvor and the Stoppacur Albanach, you can see Ben Louis, the Queen of the South. Yo, what a spectacular summit, eh? Look at that. Cleaved, perhaps by Fingal himself, you might think, or some gigantic creature has wielded his axe and smote the mountainside. All right, I'll give it a rest with the Tolkien stuff. But yeah, you get the idea. Wow, spectacular, isn't it? Look at that. Oh no, man. There's a rock step no one told me about in the guides. Oh well, so close as well. And I'm gonna pull our way up here. Nice, yeah. This is a great outing if you want a bit of low risk excitement. Nice bit of handwork there just at the end before the summit. Yo, here we are. Magnifico. Whoa. Over there, Bin Starav, with its graceful facade there. And the rest of the Glen Etive hills there. You can see Ben Nanainen, old friend from Heart of King Glass there. Glash Vin Vor. Stop Curan Albanach. Miel Nanun in front of, in the background. So what do you think that is? You know it, boy. It's the twins of Queen Larach, Ben Mór and Stop Binion. Moving over here, you obviously got Stop Sgurr Massif, which is gigantic. Over there, you got the Black Mount Munros, h Ulaidh, that wedge shape there. Thrown a Crazier there, and look at that. Schiehallion there, perfectly placed. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. A peak of h-Ulaidh in the bag again.
I was born with Papa's son, wandering out a smoking gun. Now some of you have lived with me to lock me up and throw away the key. Find a place to hide away and hope that I'll just go away. Ha! But I feel alright. I feel alright tonight. I feel alright. I feel alright tonight. I bring you precious contraband and ancient tales from distant lands. Conquerors and concubines, conjurers from darker times. Trail and conspiracy, sacrilege for heaven's sake. I feel alright. I feel alright tonight. Yeah, I feel alright. I feel alright tonight.
Thanks for watching. Really hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, as that really helps the channel to grow. And even if you want to share it to any of your Munro-minded mates, well, that's fine by me too. Next time, we're going to head over there to Benaver. Until then, enjoy your adventures.